The political landscape of Delhi has undergone a historical shift. If someone had predicted a year ago that the BJP would win with such a massive majority, it would have been hard to believe. But now, after nearly 3 decades, Delhi will have a BJP chief minister once again. What led to dramatic change? What challenges lie ahead for a new government? Let's dive into this election and its impact on the Delhi's future. The result shocked many. Arvind Kejriwal, who led the Aam Aadmi Party for years, not only faced legal troubles but also lost his New Delhi assembly seat. Looking at Delhi's map, the BJP's dominance is clear across all regions north, south, east, and west. In fact, apart from Aam Aadmi Party and BJP, no other political party secured a single seat. This election saw a record breaking voter turnout of over 60% with more than 1.55 crore registered voter participating. However, due to Delhi's large migrant population, many people working in Delhi still vote in their home states. Delhi's voter base is diverse with around 80% Hindus and 12.7% Muslims. A major surprise in the election was the BJP victories in several Muslim majority areas. One of the most talked about win was a Mohan Singh Bishti victory in a Mustafabad, an area heavily affected by the 2020 riots. These shifts indicate a significant change in the voting patterns. This election is a historic because the last time BJP had a chief minister in Delhi was in the 1998 when Sushma Swaraj held the position. After her, Shaila Dikshit governed for 15 years, followed by Arvind Kejriwal for nearly a decade. Now, after 27 years, Delhi will once again have a BJP chief minister, bringing new expectation and challenges. Like great power comes with great responsibility. Now that BJP holds power both at the center and in Delhi, they can no longer blame coordination issues for the governance failures. Delhi unique status as a union territory with a separate government has often led to political conflicts. The new BJP chief minister will have to address major issues like air pollution, the highly contaminated Yamuna River, and unplanned urbanization. The challenge is to make Delhi a world class capital, as even the capital of some economical weaker countries appear cleaner and better organized than Delhi. Another hot topic is the culture of freebies. AAP introduced schemes like free electricity and water, which influence political politics across India. But now the BJP has promised that it won't discontinue these schemes. Instead, they will promise them to reduce corruption. In fact, the BJP itself has introduced its own welfare promises, such as 2,500 allowance for women under the Mahila Samriddhi Yojana and the establishment of Atal canteens. This suggests that the freebies culture in Delhi is not going anywhere. In fact, it may expand even further. The question is this model likely to be replicated nationwide? Some experts warn that excessive freebies schemes could push India toward economical instability. If money is distributed without proper planning, it could lead to a fiscal crisis. So now that the election are over, the real test begins. How will Delhi's new government tackle air pollution? Will they control the freebies culture or will it continue to grow? And the most importantly, can the BJP fulfill its promises while ensuring Delhi's long-term financial stability? What do you think? Will the BJP able to deliver on its promises? Will Delhi become a cleaner and more organized capital? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in depth analysis.